Hello friends, how are you? In this lecture, we are going to start with the basic concept of heat transfer. The learning outcomes for this lecture will be: what is heat transfer, thermodynamics versus heat transfer, what are the modes of heat transfer, conduction, convection and radiation. Let us start with what is heat transfer. See, basically the heat and temperature, they are depending parameters. Heat is nothing but a type of energy and temperature is nothing but a measure of heat. Now if you study microscopic thermodynamics, you will understand that heat is nothing but the kinetic energy, or in fact the temperature itself can be called as the average kinetic energy of the molecules, and heat we can say as the transfer of those kinetic energy of molecules or electrons. Now this kind of microscopic study is not there in our syllabus. So let us study the same thing macroscopically. So from macroscopic point of view, what we can say is heat itself can be considered as a path function. It always exists at boundary. Means what? The heat is a form of energy which you will always see around the boundary. We have seen in thermodynamics that there are three things that we can classify everything into: system, surrounding and boundary. So we can say that the heat is something that always stays at boundary. That is why the subject name is not heat, it is heat transfer, because we always see this type of energy in the transient format. From the same thing they have come up with a new term, that is enthalpy. Now what is enthalpy? Enthalpy is nothing but they can classify this as a rate of movement because of the temperature difference. Now this thing we have studied in thermodynamics. So the next thing that we are going to look into is differentiation between thermodynamics and heat transfer. Now let's recall what we have studied in thermodynamics. Now all of you please take a pause and recall this question: what are the forms of energy? I will request all of you to please pause the video and think about it, what you have studied in thermodynamics. What are the forms of energy? If you guys have done writing down the answer, let us discuss about the same. We have studied basically that there are two forms of energy, one is heat and the other one is work. Now this is what you all must have studied in thermodynamics, but recently itself we have come up with new form of energy. Now I hope all of you have digested this form of energy, that is mass. Why is it mass considered as a form of energy? Thanks to Einstein. We have all known the famous equation E equal to mc square, from which we can say that the energy and mass can be interconvertible. Now that is what we have understood very recently. That's why mass itself can be considered as a form of energy along with heat and work. So in this subject we are going to study the heat form of energy, and in the power subjects we are going to work, or we are going to see the work form of energy. Now let us look at the comparison between thermodynamics and heat transfer. See, in thermodynamics basically we were only bothered about the amount of energy that is transferred in the form of heat. We were never asked in what time the heat will be transferred, okay, and then at what mode the heat will be transferred. These two basic questions about heat was unanswered in case of thermodynamics. So what we can say is the modes was not there in the picture and the only amount was there in the picture, which will not be the case in case of heat transfer. In the heat transfer we need to know what are the modes in which the heat transfer takes place and the rate at which the heat transfer takes place. Apart from that, this heat transfer is more practical as compared to the thermodynamics. So thermodynamics is more of theoretical subject and heat transfer is more of practical subject. Along with that, all of you can recall that in thermodynamics the unit of heat was always joule, calorie, and in case of heat transfer the unit will always be the rate of change of heat, that is the rate of change of joule, which we call as a watt. Now the next thing is, what are the modes of heat transfer? I hope all of you have known by this time that the famous three modes of heat transfers are conduction, convection and radiation. Now here with this pictorial image you can easily understood the basic terminology or the basic understanding about these modes. If the heat transfer is taking place directly from the heat source to the sink, then we can say that there is a conduction taking place. If the heat transfer is indirect, then it can be a convection or radiation. See, the convection is possible because of the transfer of, or we can say the bulk transfer of molecules, and radiation takes place because of the radioactive waves which are coming out of the source. Anyway, we are going to look into these modes of heat transfer in slight detail. So the first one which we are going to see is conduction. Now what's conduction? It's nothing but a transfer of internal energy by the microscopic collision of particle and the movement of electrons within the body. So let us try and understand what is internal energy. Now in this case, what this statement is trying to say that in case of conduction, the internal energy will get transferred from the source to the sink or from the higher temperature to the lower temperature. Now what is this internal energy? This is nothing but the microscopic, kinetic and potential energy of the molecules. And what are those particles? Those particles are nothing but molecules, atoms and electrons. So you can imagine that, let's say this source, the molecules near this source. So here we have taken the example of flame, which, or the bar, there is electronic, there is a steel rod, let's say, which is there in the contact with the flame. So what is happening? The molecules near to the flame will have higher kinetic energy. So those kinetic energy, these molecules will try to vibrate with the higher magnitude, and that kinetic energy will get propagated to the surrounding molecules. Now since the bar is there in the solid state, the moment of molecule will be higher and hence will be the conduction. So this is what we can typically talk about conduction. Conduction is mode of heat transfer which is more direct in the nature. One thing that you need to understand, that the conduction can occur in liquid, solid or gaseous state. The next one is convection. So convection is nothing but a large scale of molecules of fluid particles. Now in the other term we can say that convection is nothing but the bulk molecule or the bulk movement of the molecules. So that is what they have described over here, is the large scale motion of fluid particles or molecular vibration within an object. So basically what is happening here, we can figure it out that unlike in solids, the fluids molecules are loosely packed, so they can move from one position to another. Hence in case of convection, these molecules will move in the bulk motion and the heat will be transferred. The other way to explain the convection is that the convection is nothing but the addition of conduction and diffusion. So try and understand the heat. In this case, the heat is getting conducted to the first layer of the molecules, which will get heated, and then the heat will be transferred to the other layer because of the diffusion. Now since the temperature at the first layer is increased, the density reduces, and because of the buoyant force the molecules will move in the upward direction, and this will cause the free convection, this will cause a free current, and the heat will be transferred in the bulk motion. So that kind of heat transfer is what they call as a convection. There are basically two types of convection. One is natural and the other one is forced, which we are going to see later. The next part is radiation. In the radiation, basically the heat transfer takes place through the electromagnetic waves. So try and understand, every object in this world always radiates some sort of energy. So when the two objects comes near to each other who are radiating the energy, they are obviously going to transfer some amount of energy via radiations from one body to another body. So this sort of radiation, the best example is the one that is coming from sun to the earth. So the radiation always takes place in the form of electromagnetic waves. We are going to discuss about all the three type of conduction or all the three type of modes of heat transfer in detail later. So to understand the same thing, there is an example. Let us say there is a fire that is taking place at this region over here, and at this point we got a source of water. So there are three ways by which we can go for the water can be reached to the fire source. One is, if I have got a lot of people around us and one small bucket, what we can do is we can transfer the bucket along with these people and it can be sent to this fire over here, which is analogous to the conduction, wherein the people are analogous to the number of molecules and the bucket is analogous to the energy. If suppose we don't have this many peoples, but the peoples are free to move, then what they can do, they can take the bucket and they can move, they can run and reach to the destination. Now this type of heat transfer is convection. This is analogous to the convection, where the molecules, which is analogous to the people over here, can take the energy from the source and it can throw it to the sink. The third one is this one here, where the fire extinguisher people can come and with the pump they can simply pour the water onto the fire over here. Now this is analogous to the radiation, where it does not require a medium. Now medium here is the molecules. See, there is no required of people over here. It can be thrown simply with the nozzle over here. So now this is a type of example which we can consider to understand the modes of heat transfer. So now this is what we have covered till now. What is the heat transfer, then thermodynamics versus heat transfer differentiation, the modes of heat transfer, which are conduction, convection and radiation. In the next video we are going to talk about the application of heat transfer. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.